Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress. I'm here with a pick a card, a yes or no, where and what, by request that you guys wanted more of these. So I'll be trying to do some more of these. This is yes, no, where and what with an extra little message from the wild wisdom of the fairies. So take a look at the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Take a deep breath, let it out. Now let your eyes float to the number that's meant for you. And think of the question you have in your mind, and hopefully this will answer it for you. All right, let us begin. Okay, here is number 1. So you're thinking of a question, and the angel answers say, reconsider. So let's see what this is about. So, when? Perfect timing. The when will be perfect timing. And what else? There will be a peaceful resolution. And I needed a little extra advice on this one. And the wild wisdom of the fairies gave me this one, Greenman's Bride. So that is a wedding, a marriage, changing, the level of your relationship to a higher level, maturing into a deep relationship, committed ceremony, sacred union, and it's also contemplating the direction of your current relationship. So this is what I'm thinking. You might this made me think of a different reading where there's some fruit on the vine ripening, and sometimes we get a little bit impatient and we want to pick that fruit before it's ripe. So reconsider. There is a perfect timing for this. Wait for the perfect timing and you will have your resolution, because it will end up in a leveling up in your relationship, or in whatever the question is. It will be peaceful, one, and it will also be going to the next level. So whatever that may be, don't make a certain decision at this moment, because there's perfect timing for this situation. Okay, on to the next. And here we have number 2. All right, so think of your question, and the angel answers say, no. Let's see why, and well, where? When? The next one is when. When it's not the right time. Not the right time. And what else are you going to tell us? Improving health. So possibly somebody's been improving their health and it's still in the works. Or you're caring for somebody who has health issues or something. Let's see what the fairies say. Ooh, beauty's truth. Beauty, physical pleasure, sensuality. So this one's really interesting. I had to read a little bit about beauty's truth. Beauty exists inside you, and the fairies are saying, wanting you to see it and feel it and radiate it out. It's time to have self-love, and it's not about vanity or about there's people out there, the lucky ones get to be beautiful, the lucky ones get to be skinny or tall or curvy or big boobs or whatever you want, It's not about that at all. There's all kinds of forms of beauty, and your kind of beauty will attract just the right kind of person. And But I feel like you are beautiful, whoever you are. Whoever's reading this, you have a certain beauty that's different from everybody else's. And your beauty, it's just unbelievable. Like, to some person, you take their breath away. So what you need to do is just feel confident in yourself. It's easier said than done, I know, but maybe do some mirror work. Just look at yourself in the mirror and just really focus on all your positive, beautiful qualities. And just, pamper yourself, get a makeover, do things that actually make you feel beautiful on the outside, because it'll help you on the inside too. I know a lot of it, like, you might resist it because you feel like this is just frivolous and vanity, and it's like it's sinful or whatever to feel this way, to be attracted to yourself. It's, you don't want to be narcissistic, and that's true. You don't ever want to take anything to an extreme. But loving yourself and being one with your beauty, who you are, how you were made, how you got the luck of the DNA or whatever, that you have the things that you do have, your features, your curves, your hair, your shiny eyes. It's all, gifts from the Creator. So just revel in your beauty, and this definitely will be good for you. So the no, not the right time is saying, what if your question was something like, oh, am I ugly? Well, no, you're not ugly. I'm not sure, of course, I don't know what your question is, but if it's any kind of negative feelings you have about yourself or your surroundings or choices you have to make, don't react to a negative situation. Give it time. Give yourself a chance to heal and feel your beauty and feel who you are on the inside and out before you make any hasty decisions about, whatever it is. You don't want to make a decision on this feeling of lack. You want to see yourself as having abundance. So make your decisions in that regard, as having abundance, as having the beauty, as having the money already here, as having the health right here in front of you, Of course, that doesn't mean you shouldn't still go to the doctor and things like that. You do need to still do practical things, but don't come from a place of lack, because then you'll just keep attracting more of that. Try to attract the goodness and the beauty. If you see yourself as beautiful, and you keep attracting that to you. But just like I said, makeovers help. It changes the diet, whatever it takes. It's not like, even if you're heavy set, you feeling like you need to lose weight, that's up to you, If you need to, then do it, If that, sometimes just going to the gym and starting a diet, whether you need it or not, whether somebody thinks that you need it or not, or you think you need it or not, it does help a lot in your perspective of yourself, and it helps to attract more positive things. So you might do it just for those reasons, not necessarily because you're not as pretty as that girl right there in the magazine or whatever. Don't do it for those reasons. Do it for a sense of well-being. It does make you feel good. It releases some good chemicals. Anyway, so hope that answered that question. This was a little tricky one, but if you have any questions on number 2, please comment and I will try to clarify. On to number 3. Okay, here we have number 3. Alright, so think of your question, and let's see what the angel answers say. They say no. These no's. When? Well, we'll have some big happy changes. What else do you want to say? Success. Well, that sounds good. So you're asking a question that the answer is no, but you're going to have a positive outcome anyway. Let's see what the fairies have to say. Ooh, fairy lovers, new love, courtship, romance, falling in love. So you're about to fall in love. That's what the fairies say. And maybe this is a question about a current person, and maybe they're not right for you because your true love is coming right around the corner and you're about to fall in love. So it looks like happy changes and success. So even if it's, money related, work related, or health related, it looks like something positive is coming around the corner. But this definitely, from the fairies, it says it's love. And don't be sad, because maybe you want to just, look inside your heart a little and just kind of think about it. Has he been treating you right? Is you feeling content? Do you feel like everything is going well? If you feel fine, then maybe this is the same person, but there's going to be a newness and a refreshing of your relationship. But if things aren't going so well, then no, he probably is not the one, and somebody better is coming along, much better for you. So I hope that helps and hope that doesn't disappoint, but I think it's good, definitely it's going to be happy changes and success. I think, yay. So look forward to that. Okay, here we have number 4. So think of your question, and let's see what the angel answers say. They say, choose a new direction. Okay, 1. Wait. And what else? Look for a sign. Well, that's very interesting. Lightning bolts. Okay, well, this is kind of funny, because this makes me think. All right, think of yourself at an intersection in a street. Then you're about to cross the street one way, and then you're like, no, I'm gonna cross the street the other way. Choose a new direction. But before you cross the street that way, you have to wait for the little hand that says, go ahead, you can cross the street now, for the green light. Look for the green light. That's what I get from this. That's the way, and metaphorically, that's what happens a lot, You might choose a new direction, yeah, sure, but before you choose a new direction, you still have to wait and make sure it's good, because you don't want to just walk across the street and before the coast is clear, before everything's ready, right? So this is the most important part. Well, waiting and looking for the sign, both. But let's see what the fairies say. Ooh, keeper of secrets. Use your discernment. See, decide. You have to think about this, think it through. Confide in a trusted friend. Keep silent about your knowledge. So there's something that you know and that you have to keep to yourself. And it's not about being deceptive or lying. It's about, there's just some things that you tell some people and some things you don't. And the kind of people you talk to. Like, this has happened to me my whole life. I knew sharing certain things with certain people, I would get support. But some people would just poo-poo it, would just automatically say no, or just put you down. And when you get put down, it has a negative vibration on it, and that can change so much, So sometimes it's better not to talk to people that especially that it's not going to, just use your inner voice to know who the right person is to talk to about stuff. Because so this is basically saying, treat the situation carefully with wisdom. Be patient. Don't hurry across the street. Wait. And you will know who you can trust in. Just look for a sign. And it's okay. Don't feel guilty about keeping things to yourself, because sometimes secrets are necessary. Sometimes keeping things, especially like if you're throwing a surprise party or something, you might have to keep stuff to yourself, you know. There's all kinds of occasions for that kind of thing. So, and all kinds of good reasons, because a lot of it has to do with timing and directions and patience and waiting, and you know, it's all kind of can be a delicate situation, and this situation you're in right now might be a delicate situation. So just keep things to yourself for now. Maybe, possibly, things will be able to be revealed in the near future. But look for signs and see how this applies to you. Hope that helps. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comment section. Okay, on to the next. And here we have number 5. So, think about your question, and what do the angel answers have to say? Yes. And when? Within the next few weeks. Good. And what? Be assertive. All right, so something you're thinking about. The answer is yes. It's happening within the next few weeks, and you have to be assertive. Don't be shy. Don't hold back. Kind of move forward in an assertive way. Let's see what the fairies say. Oh, the secret path. Irresistible pull down a distinct path, ley lines, mystical traditions. And this is the journey card to me, like a trip that you'll be taking, and it's a really happy card too. It's it's like a new blissful stage is happening. You're gonna have possibly travel companions, and if this rings, this rings true for anybody. You might travel to places of the old ways, like Torr and Glastonbury, or Newgrange, or Tara in Ireland. So I decided to mention that because very well might be taking a trip in that part of the world. But whether you know where you're going or not, like if it's something you've already planned, then yes, it's a good time within the next few weeks. Go ahead and do this trip. If you don't know, somehow this invitation to go somewhere will be coming up, and so this is saying yes. Take this trip, take this journey, and it'll be good for you, and it'll be happy, and it'll be like a really joyful time in your life. So that looks exciting to me. I hope that answers the question you were asking in your mind. But try to think of how a journey would fit into your question. And if you have any questions, anything more, clarifications, let me know in the comment section. On to the last. And last we have number 6. So think about your question. Let's see what the angel answers have to say. They say yes. And when? Within the next few months. And what else? Compromise. So, whatever it is that you'll be doing, it's going to happen in the next few months, yes. And you might have to weigh some things, compromise. You might be working with somebody else, so that's where the compromise comes in. Or you might have to do something for somebody now, so you can do this in the next few months. But let's see what the fairies have to say. Greenman's Door. So this is portals to Faery, Wheel of the Year, Galactic and Gaian entry points. And so we've had a few Greenman cards during this yes, no. So I will put a link at the end of this to my Greenman video. So the Greenman store it's a doorway of time, and the fairies are saying or suggesting that you become a walker between worlds. So that could be like doing something like what I'm doing, being a reader, a tarot reader, or some other kind of personal in that field where you study these arts. Time travel or fall into the information about dimensions and time and how I don't know, just get deep into that subject matter, and you might discover things that will help you on your journey. Also, the next entry point is Yule, so this could mean that within the next few months, after Yule, after Christmas, Christmas will be the door where that opens up for this to happen. I think something might be happening around Christmas time, around the holidays, so that within the next few months it will come to more fruition. More and more will develop from this, but you still have to compromise a little bit. But if it has to do with a relationship, we all know relationships take compromise. It's a little give and take kind of thing. So, be aware of that. But it seems positive to me. These cards are happy, joyful cards, and the Greenman's door is exciting. It's mysterious in a way. It's like finding some secret place that you'll be able to unravel, discover yourself, but maybe also discover somebody new in your life or somebody who's been in your life, and now you'll finally get to take this journey towards him within the next few months, as long as you seeing both sides of the picture. Yeah, so anyway, I'm just rambling, but if you have any questions on this one, please feel free to ask. I might be able to pull an extra clarifier kind of card, but hopefully that answered your question. The answer is yes, and hope you enjoyed that. Okay, everybody, well, that is the end of my yes, no, when, what, and fairy message reading. Like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notifications. And let me know too, like what else you guys are interested in, any kind of subjects that you want me to do a reading on. If you liked the extra fairy message, let me know. If you want something different than the fairy message or no fairy message, then let me know about that too. Okay, guys, well, anyway, hope you have a nice evening. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.